Well, I'm delighted to be speaking today with Jodi Hill, who's the Deputy Head of Private Client Services here at JTC Group. We're sat in their glorious sunny boardroom here in St Helier. Welcome, Jodi. Before we get into our discussion today, it'd be great to have a little bit of a chat and hear a little bit more about your background and your role here at JTC.
I joined JTC in 2017 on acquisition from the Merrill Lynch acquisition. I spent my first few years in Geneva, heading up that business and looking after the Isle of Man team, and then moved home to Jersey in 2019, just before the world went crazy. So it's been a busy few years since I've joined JTC, but I think that's pretty normal for JTC, to be honest.
Must be an interesting experience working in Switzerland in a trust business. Do you find that really enhanced your kind of professional knowledge, looking at different ways of running professional services like that?
Yeah, I think I've really had the best of both worlds. I started here in Jersey, got a really good grounding through the administrator roles, senior trust officer and the like, and then moved out to Geneva and again grew with the team. You started from a very small team and left Geneva with a team of about 30 people. Through all of went with the acquisition, with the change from being bank-owned to JTC's dynamic environment. So I think I've seen a little bit of everything and bring that to my current role.
Interesting. Do you think that there is differences in the client book between a Swiss business and a Channel Islands trust business? Or actually, do you think there's a lot of parallels? It's just simply preferences over where they want relationships managed or other factors that dictate it? Yeah,
I think it's that really. At the end of the day, clients have very similar problems wherever they're being serviced from. I think in JTC, we're very quick and nimble to adapt to that. And so, we're really doing the same job, but from a different place. The difference I've found really is the size of the team that I work with here in Jersey and the people management challenges that sometimes brings. Really, clients who choose Switzerland or Jersey, from a client perspective, it's a similar world.
In terms of the macro trends and some of the problems that you're saying that clients are facing regardless of situation, some of the key themes that we commonly are talking to our members about are things like ESG and sustainable investing, the great wealth transfer that's coming into the next generation and how they manage that. These are some of the problems, I guess, that you're dealing with and tackling. What's your perspective from here at JTC?
Yeah, those are all conversations that we love having with our clients, and I think JTC is really well placed to help clients with that. We love where we're able to expand our relationships outside of the confines of a normal trust and company sort of situation, really getting into the nitty-gritty of the stuff that you're talking about, what matters to clients, what's important to them, and if we can add some value, then that's great. I think we're very well placed to do that with some of our sister companies that are part of the JTC group. So it's great. We love to have those conversations.
Do you think that the pandemic has changed the way clients think about impact investing, ESG, more broadly philanthropy and charitable giving? Is there going to be a long-term impact, do you think, from this last 2 years what we've gone through?
Yeah, I think that the pandemic, in a lot of cases, gave our clients some time and space to think about these issues. They're busy people, they have busy lives, and to have a little bit of space out of the ordinary actually meant that some of these themes that you're talking about moved up their agenda. So we do see more conversations about what happens next. What do I do? How can I support something that's close to my heart? In that respect, I think it's actually helped move conversations on a little bit. That's probably a positive that's come out of the pandemic.
And do you think that comes in conjunction with broader discussions around succession planning? If a business, operating business is being passed down, looking at the holistic picture, philanthropy or the way funds are invested, happens at the same time? How does this process kind of evolve with clients, do you find? Is it a liquidity event that triggers the conversation, or is there any kind of factors that commonly crop up when you're advising these kind of business families?
Our clients come to us with these sorts of things through all sorts of different routes. I think it's our job as professionals to lead those conversations and to bring the discussions to the table. Maybe have a few lead questions that help to bring these out. Those conversations are getting easier again now that we can travel. I think they really move forward when you're sat around a table with people. Often there is a liquidity event or some sort of life event that means that all of a sudden these things become more important, but we like to try to get ahead of those wherever we can. It helps us to be more proactive, better planned, and the clients get a better experience out of it.
And you've got a lot of capabilities here at JTC in many different service lines. Do you find that you work with clients across those service lines, whether it's funds, corporate, trust, in a blended way, depending on obviously what's needed? But do you find that cross collaboration is an important part of your offering?
Yes, for sure. We find more and more that our clients are complex people with complex needs, and being able to come to one place helps them, and it deepens our relationships with our clients. So one of the really important parts of that is our private office offering. We really find that that is able to be the hand-holding to our complex clients, to connect them to the right people, to make sure that everything's happening the way that they would want it to, and really add value.
An interesting part of the private office offering that I've seen is the consolidated reporting, giving a snapshot of wealth. I imagine you find that's very useful for clients who are looking for that consolidated picture of all the assets that they might own.
Yeah, it helps our clients and it helps us understand our clients. I think what is important is being able to pull out what is important to a client to really help them to focus on that importance. That's one of our roles as trusted advisor, to really hone in on the important parts and ask the questions that maybe the client hasn't even thought of yet.
So the economy is now starting to open up, people are travelling, going to see clients, going to see contacts. Have you got any business trips on the agenda, anything you're looking forward to coming up as we move through the summer?
Yeah, it's great to be able to get out and about again. We're all enjoying being able to get across to London more often, to see clients, to see intermediaries. We have a big drinks event coming up in London soon. A lot of us will be over. So it's a really good opportunity to sit down, to showcase the strength of the JTC team. And I love that part of our role. So I'm really happy that we can get back out there.
Wonderful. Well, look, thanks for talking to me today. And I look forward to sharing this with our members.